All right, checking back in. Continuation. Guess who's here? Guess who's back? About to play that little, what was it, the Slim Shady Guess Who's Back song? Is it, you're too young for that? I was like probably early 2000s. This guy just came for the food. So I got the bolts out. So I am 3 for 3 on bolt extractions. First one was the El Camino LS. Then it was Adrian's, and Adrian was big stressing on that one. Like, he was ready to cry and just sell the truck. Then these two, of course, are the back ones. The back ones are usually more the common bolts that break off on the LS's. So here's these ones. So I have these ones. I think I have Adrian's up there on the little shelf. The El Camino, I have no idea where that's at. But yeah, I win. I win again. The shitty part is I'm probably going to pull these heads off probably this summer. I'm going to be buying some I think they're Texas Speed or PRC ported heads from 187 Performance. He's going to go up to an LS3 head. And actually, it's for his coupe. He's going to move up to an LS3 head and then do the LSA right on top of it. Because currently he has the... was it Cathedral to LS or till Cathedral to rectangular port. But yeah, so this is all squared away. Just need to put the welder away. Shout out Everlast, never let me down. This is my second Everlast that I have owned. I forgot the other one was like a power something 251 or something like that. This is the Lightning MTS 225. This is the MIG TIG stick welder. It pretty much does everything I need. I really only use the MIG. Really need to learn how to use the TIG. Adrian's big TIG welder over there. He's got his cap, welding shirt, all his stuff, but he doesn't want to show me how to TIG, so I guess I'll have to figure it out. Cool. All right, so let's clean this shit up and get this motor dropped in. I'm just so proud you're back. For now. Just saying.
I'm a grinder.
I'm more of a grinder than a welder. Adrian, if you look at him when he's got his welding stuff on, you would think this guy's like been on the oil fields, at the fucking pipeline, did the whole Keystone pipeline by himself, and just like, man, he just flips his little hat up on everybody, and woo, just like... all the girls fucking just... oh, my bad. He even got the bibs on. These things are so crusted they walk around when he takes them off. So, all right, let's get back to work. Here we go. Well, I gotta shut these guys off real quick. Here we go. Adrian about to drop his first motor on the ground. What if it fell?
Blame them.
Blame who?
Pittsburgh.
Harbor Freight. They're gonna laugh. I'm like, you did a what? But yeah, here we are. Is it clear to go in? You tell me.
It's a little clear.
Let's start rolling it in forward. Keeping a hand on it. Whoa. Whoa. I'm nervous. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, the hood. We got Drew. Actually, no, we could drop it. I think it should fit. We might have to do a... no. Worst case, we can unbolt the hood to the shocks and get it up higher. Yeah. Yeah? Okay. All right, 1 second. All right, status update. The small block Ford, the Gen 2 small block Ford is in. It's tight, a little tight squeeze. I'm not gonna say it fell in, but it definitely was tight. Adrian's over here stressed out. The header's not gonna fit on the driver's side, even though there's like tons of room, and it's supposed to go forward, like tons of room right here. I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, definitely just gotta bolt the motor mounts and everything down. Obviously got a few odds and ends to take care of. Hopefully the turbo kit ships out pretty soon. I finally got a update back from her on they're still working on the kit, and it should be shipping out hopefully soon. The main issue is just because they're built to order, so they're not really like sitting on the shelf like say like an On3. Obviously when I get the kit I can show why I bought the Huron kit over the On3, mainly because the downpipe does not go across the passenger side. Doesn't ever go over the passenger side header, which then you run into coil issues on this side. And just if I ever got to change a plug after dealing with Redwood Rally this past year with a small block Ford, changing plugs on the side of the road sucks if you don't have access. So that's definitely one thing I really don't want to deal with. So that's why I sprung for the Huron kit. So, but yeah, motor's in. It just barely clears. I have to modify this bracing right here, which just means cutting it out. Or worst case, if I find a cowl hood, but I kind of want to keep the stock flat hood. Definitely, I was still debating on doing the air vents, which are going to be probably cut in like on these sides of the hood, just to help get air through the radiator, through the intercooler while I'm driving. I'm just trying to help this thing as much as possible. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
just tired. How was the shepherd's pie from Costco?
10 out of 10.
Costco, hook it up.
Need
Sponsorship. Need salt, a little baby salt, baby boost out of this. But yeah, we're in. Yeah, definitely excited now to fight with the transmission, get that thing in, and then should be rolling from that point on. Just kind of drop the harness, start doing the fuel lines, which should be pretty easy. But yeah, definitely excited. So stay tuned. This completes another episode. Got a bunch of shit done here, obviously, with getting the motor in, got the broken bolts out with the welder. But yeah, stay tuned. All right, here's the next little section over here. Wet Wednesday. It was actually raining this morning. And then we have a break in the weather. And then for Thursday, then Friday through all next week till like I think next Friday it's supposed to rain. So just trying to get some more things done. Slowly getting rid of parts over here. We got the motor in yesterday, so super happy about that. And while Adrian's out doing big dog things, I got the transmission in. Was not fun doing it by myself. I think last time I did an automatic on the floor was a long time ago for the Malibu, actually, before we got a lift. So yeah, this thing sucks doing it on the floor because we had the lift and we had the transmission jack, which made it super easy. But transmission's in, converter's in. Just got to bolt up the converter to the flywheel. But that's the PTC converter spec'd by Dusty Bradford from over there from PTC. This is a BTE transmission. This is their, I think it's like the Grudge Winner Turbo 400. Like, it's a expensive transmission. That's all I know. It's been sitting in storage for some time. But yeah, transmission's in. Bell housing, pretty much all the bolts are all finger tight right now. Because it's starting to get late and it's freezing on the ground. But definitely happy got the transmission in. Because now I can order a drive shaft. Because there's the 8.8. So you can see the bracing. You can see the bracing that Dennis did for me. It's the Team Z 8.8 brace kit, which basically has the lower bar that gets welded to the tube ends. And then the front brace is basically two Heim joints, or it's almost like, it looks like a control arm, honestly. Two Heim joints with a piece of pipe in the center. So that's there. I'm still debating on if I'm going to keep the, whatchamacallit, the stock Ford flange, or if I'm going to go to the 1350, which I'll probably go to the 1350, I want to say. Just because I have a feeling I just kind of want to prepare for what's coming. So, but yeah, transmission's in, motor's in, Still gotta do odds and ends. I just want to get the big items in before the rain comes and I'm kind of stuck, not able to do anything. Still gotta order some more odds and ends. I gotta order a starter for this thing. I think I have the water line already, which is -16. I gotta order some fuel line, which is easy from Summit. It's what is it? Was it -10? Yeah, I'm running a -10 supply, -8 return. So I gotta run some -10. Gotta mount the flex fuel sensor and the filter. But yeah, everything's super oily down here, which is basically from the small block Ford, just because the freaking thing leaks so bad. And other than that, yeah, it's kind of it down here. Nothing too crazy. So just trying to get this thing rolling while I'm moving, and the weather's somewhat decent. But yeah, the low ram just clears. Hopefully the turbo kit will be shipping out soon. But in the meantime, I'm at least trying to get everything else done and maybe actually try to start it up. I might almost run the factory battery box. I want to see how the battery box fits in here, because if I don't have to relocate it, that kind of will save me some headache. So that would kind of be nice. But other than that, yeah, we're definitely making progress. Probably gonna pull the front sway bar, since I'm not really gonna be autocrossing the car, driving all crazy, because I got the motorcycle style front tires. And then I got to do a manual rack on this thing too. And then when the turbo comes in, all this, if I can hold the light right here, all this area has got to get cut out. So the MAC valves and the dome pressure sensor are going to get relocated somewhere. I'm not really sure where, but I'll figure that out once the turbo kit arrives. But yeah, definitely moving along. This will probably be the last video for a little bit, just because the weather's coming in. Which this video actually probably get posted when the weather clears up. Just trying to stick to like a Tuesday, Friday schedule, like an upload schedule. Just trying to stay consistent. Because doing the YouTube stuff definitely is it's a lot. So definitely try to record as much as I can when I can, and try to provide cool stuff to watch. But yeah, definitely can't wait for the turbo kit to show up. Then we'll definitely be moving along very quickly. But yeah, everything's over there. I'll probably kind of mock up the dash maybe tomorrow. Or actually probably just finish bolting the transmission, bolt the converter up. Which actually I got to do pull the balancer on, check for top dead center, run the valves, and then pretty much bolt the lower valley plate on, bolt the intake on, start running all the fuel lines, at least for the fuel rails, the regulator. I got to figure out the holes in the firewall, what I got to do to patch those up. Hopefully I can find like a kit or something that has that. If not, I will have to figure something out. So we'll see. But yeah, other than that, definitely making progress. 278 days, I believe, to Redwood Rally. So stay tuned.